Hello and welcome. Now, I've got to be honest, I did actually take a look at this, but there is something even more exciting as well. Actually, yeah, there's loads of mods. It is absolutely unbelievable. It is. It's not as bad as the first thought. Only the top end. It's actually doing not a bad job. Yeah, yeah. I've opened my mouth and I can see one in the middle now. But yeah, I just took a look and I thought it's not too bad really. So I'm trying to remember what we actually said last session. Yeah, it's we've got the yeah, that's right. Yeah, we've got really. I think what we said was we're doing all oats, aren't we? We're gonna do sunflowers. No, we've got to carry on with the plan. Although I think we said sunflowers. We've got actually plenty. Yeah, there's loads of mods coming in. It's absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, so the bread's ticking up again. The flowers at like literally bursting at the seams, so we really don't need any of that. Yeah, so the grain mill. Oh yeah, of course it is. It's got that glitch, hasn't it? Oh, yeah. I don't really know what I could do about it. Truthfully, sunflower oil is 2.5 tons. That one of these is actually done, and I think it is. It's the sunflower oil. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's leave you to your devices. Yeah, we've got a roller, and the Gutler has dropped. One of my, I used to love them. I think is it Gutler Major or Mayor? Yeah. I've been mucking around with quite a bit of mods myself. I'm quite pleased. They're massive. When I say an update, 2.5 gig updates. I mean, there's loads of stuff from Giants themselves. I'm hoping it's done with that bigger patch. It was deleting loads of files. I was quite interested, so I'm hoping that all of this weirdness with ground layer is like going, because there's been a lot of real weirdness going on. I'm trying to think. Let's have a look. Let's look at prices first of all and see like what yeah, the best place to. I mean, this to have one of my favourite mods back this early on is amazing. Just waiting on courseplay. So with the bread is still high, but it's 200 under, so that's terrible. Canola oil is December. Actually, I think it's more like November, December, but I'm not going to argue. Honey, we've got value 1466. That is the top price. So I thought we'd done the honey. Well, that's a little bit amazing. Yeah, I really thought we'd actually done. Oh, the stayer is the it's the stayer is the one, of course, that's actually got the is doing all the work. Ah. Yeah, so that's a bit of a pain. No, I can't. There is super strength. I can switch it on, but I don't like doing it for things like this. I really don't. Apart from the one that's like at the back, the one that's not properly on. We're not actually. Yeah, it's actually not doing too badly. Doesn't feel right though. It doesn't feel. It did last session, but it feels really strange now. Yeah, there's quite a few. I've put some. Ooh. No, I think this is what we were saying. I think we knew that we'd got to do this, but there was also something else as well that we've got to do. I don't want to miss another thing. I missed a massive thing on Hutan Pantai. Sunflower oil. March. It is. I was right. So it's a sunflower oil. So we really need. We haven't. Yeah, we've not really got. Oh, okay. We've not really got. We've only got the one large tractor that's capable of like doing the 4.5 meter cultivator as well as that, but we have, I suppose, sort of got the capability of making this into a front loader. I don't like doing it, but it's liable to be, until we can afford another tractor, which is I think a long way off. I think really we're going to have to convert this, because it's not the most heaviest. That's a mod I really do miss. I've got the colour configurator by actually Giants themselves, which is quite amazing. I don't really yet know how we can use it or anything. I've also done a few mods myself, in-game mods. Yeah, it's changed. Yeah, it feels like it's been. Yeah, the steering's different. It's weird, isn't it? How you get Yeah, I had this on FS22. You really get used, especially if you're creating content and you're on lots of different maps. Oh, look at the green in the puddles. It's reflecting the actual tractor. That is amazing. Is it real? Well, I've never seen that. I've never seen green reflections in a puddle like that, shall we say. Yeah, it's a little bit too bright. Am I being cool? I don't know, maybe you could. Yeah, true, I mean, let's be honest, how often do you look from above at something like in the puddles? So, really, could I say that that is true? I do think it's a little bit almost like lights, though, and that really, I want to thought was, yeah, steering's gone awful. Really, really terrible. And it's a really good steerer. So, yeah, there's bound to be little changes, to be honest, at the beginning of the game. And then there'll be another little adjustments because something else has not. Quite right, let's see if it'll clear. But it really was a massive 2.5 gig patch. It's practically a rewrite. Oh, I've got to be honest, I am pleased. I know Ola Halador has released a map this very day, and New Frontier or something, and I thought, yeah, I'm not in a rush. I'm actually, for once, I'm quite happy to stay on what we're doing already. Really quite happy. I'm not in a rush to move. I'm really enjoying all of the maps. Yeah, I mean, the equipment, it's even with all of these mods, is still a little bit. It's still very base game. There's a lot of things that are missing. Yeah, front loader attacher. Ooh, and that's not got any better. Ooh, I thought we might have got rid of that more than anything. That's the one thing I am going to say that is really, really terrible, and that's this, whatever this is about the loading inside there. Whoa, and the slowness. It's shocking. Whoa, oh, and then it comes outside in the game. Oh. Yeah, and the only way to do this... Oh, my live giants. What on earth is this about? Oh, it's settling down. Yeah, Hutan Pansai this happened, and it didn't settle down. You literally had to reload the game. But, I mean, that really shouldn't escape, but you go in the garage and then you come out and it does that. I suppose it could, actually. It could be sensible. Yeah, but the steering it's awful. Feels like I'm weighted, like wrongly, like I'm fighting something. We could, I suppose. Yeah, unlikely. It's very slow. The rise of it's 7 miles an hour, and the last couple of times I've leased it, I've sent it from the shop because it. Yeah, well, we haven't really got a low loader. I have on Hutan Pansai, and I also have on my Zilonka. Literally just got it. Yeah, on Zilonka. I'm really loving that. Of all of the maps, again, sometimes I think it's because. Yeah, no, I will. What we're gonna do. So we're gonna grab the. Oh, yeah, that's the point. Let's repair it first. Yeah, let's repair it. It's not terribly bad. I would say 33%, thank goodness. We are really hemorrhaging the money, but then we've got a rice harvester as well. A little bit funny. I'm quite happy. So we're gonna sell some goods in a little while. Just need to grab the front loader off that, and then the job's a good one. Yeah, so we should send this over the map. Yeah, it does. I do like the reflections. If you look closely in the puddles, the colours. Yeah. Not sure. Yeah, so I'm not saying I'm not going to have a look at the Ola Halador map, but again, this time I'm not in a rush. Last time I rushed from the Giants map straight to everything else, but that's good. Do you know, I'm not used to pressing follow me. I was about to do follow me. That's, you know, seriously, you couldn't write it. It's funny though, isn't it? The thing is, you'd so get used to your mods. Oh, you really are stuck this time. Okay. Okay. I think what we ought to do now is do the headlands. Right, let's crack on. Oh. Seriously? Oh my life, it's not unreachable. You seriously do really wonder about the driving ability of these AI workers when they can't figure out just to go around something like that. That's really terrible. And I would imagine because of the angle that's... Oh my life. It's going to be one of those sessions, I can see. I don't know if you could still go round a corner with this, really. That's the thing that's a bit... Right, let's try and set you going there. And we'll just do the bit... Oh, my life. You... Words fail me. Words fail me. Oh. I'm chuffed that we've got this, though. I was only saying the other day that I'd not actually got this on any map at all, and then obviously, lo and behold, we actually get it on this one. So, yeah, the only bad thing is with it when you are sending a worker like we're doing here. Let me just see. Is there are trees? I know there are trees where we've just literally, but you don't know exactly where they are. It's a very nice roller, this is. Very big, much 12 metre. Right, can we overtake you? Because this is a bit of a... Yeah, I mean, I would think it would struggle with this, but it was as bad without it. It really is quite terrible. I haven't noticed any glitching graphics so far, and that's definitely new, the reflection of the colour in the water. Yeah, that is impressive. Yeah, I'm bowled over by the amount of mods. When I think back to FS22, it was so slow in the early days. Really, literally nothing. So this really is a fantastic place to be. Yeah, the one thing I would like to do is this session is to get the rice field done, and I'm trying to be realistic, whereas what I'm trying to say is in normal life you'd actually just extend the field. Now we can't do that on the game, but I was thinking, yeah, you can't, but if we have to give ourselves the money back to do what you would do and you'd add 20 grand on, I don't mind doing that. We always talk about realism, and although I do say mechanics rule is king, it is really a possibility that you could extend your field. So I just think that it's probably not a bad... Yeah, this is a big implement. Right, so then, yeah, we've even got our water tanker. Yeah, now that's something I've actually done as well. I've done quite a few bits and bobs. And I've also, yeah, massive shout out to Lambo Mods. Got to be honest, I've looked at quite a lot of the modding tutorials. I looked at one of his last year. Sometimes he's very, very good, but he sometimes misses steps because he's that good. It's a thing that I've had with other experts. They skip over things which is obvious to them, but not so obvious to you as a person that's learning. But apart from that, it's the best modding tutorial I've actually seen than any other. So yeah, it really is brilliant. Right, so then we want to be grabbing these. We go smaller. Stick these in. So this was the kiosk as well, I think. So stick those on top. That feels a bit better. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, now that does feel an awful lot better. I was going to say that the pallets, I was struggling a bit with them. It just didn't feel right. That feels almost as it should do. Yeah, there's another pallet fork that's dropped. I've not got that one. I was sort of quite happy with sticking to what we've got here. I can only see the one on top. Then we'll grab the... Now then, let's have a look at the... Ooh, excellent. Fantastic. So all repaired, ready for action. We shall stick this away in the big shed, I think. I love the shed. I really do. There were a few of these type in FS22 that I love how all the little nooks and crannies it's got. It's quite amazing. Yeah, blown away by it. It's a bit dear for me. I think I'll very rarely use it because it's too expensive for me if I'm doing start from scratches, and especially if I'm doing mod economy. But it really has got a lot of space. It reminds me of the red barn pack, my favourite cow place. Yeah, it was out of the red barn pack. It stopped working for some reason, but apart from that, ooh, what are you doing? How are we doing? Oh, it's getting there. It is getting there. Right, so then, where did I dropped it, didn't I? I think it's straight ahead. Let's go grab it. We were looking at prices. That's what we did. Apologise. It's been one of those days at work. So honey is small farmers kiosk, and the sunflower oil is also the small farmers kiosk. We're going to earn quite a bit actually. That is not bad. So let's get that sold. It is after all a while here to actually make a bit of cash. Yeah, that really did feel completely different. Yeah, it is. I must admit, I'm loving Zielonka a lot. Maybe it's the affinity of the map. I really did like it the first time round. Really a lot. It was a cracker. Apart from the fact that the... oh, wow. Yeah, apart from the fact that the train kept chucking my goods everywhere. That was the only thing that I really didn't very much like. 360s. Not bad for saying that the bees are doing all the work. Yeah, the one thing I'm a bit missing is a reasonable cow place. I'm going to have a go at it myself. I'm going to try to make a cow place, the basic giant one, and edit it a little bit so it's reasonable until we get something that's sunflower oil. Yeah, until we get something like my favourite. You're going to have gone back to that place again, aren't you? You know, the weird thing is, we've actually done that area. I was saying just how good these are at actually detecting what you've actually done. So, I mean, we've been going over the same bit. Yeah, it's the one thing I'm not too keen about this type, is the fact that it sort of destroys your field, and then you get patches that you can't do, patches that you miss. There was one in FS22. It was I thought it was a brilliant idea, but it's not. Let's just see if you actually carry on. This may be one job that worked. Oh my life! What are you doing? Yeah, this may be a job that workers are better at than me, personally. We've already done that. No. Even I can do a better job than that. Yeah, let's do it ourselves. Just one round, I think, and then probably a bit of touch-ups without the cultivator. Yeah, this is what I found with the one in... It was a 4.5 metre as well. It was a complete set. I loved the idea of it. I used it on Silver Run and I hated it. I gave it a good couple of goes and I thought, nah. The idea sounds so good. I've often found that even in FS19 when... so we need to lift that as we go around the cloud. Yeah. FS19 had some similar things, gadgets where you could like do your mowing and everything all in one go. sounded like a cracking idea, but then when you actually did it, it was a mile long, or it was never worked right, and you thought, no, I think I'd sooner go around the field twice than like do some weird thing where it just doesn't work right. But don't get me wrong, they're not all of those type of gadgets and gizmos were like that. Some were actually quite good. But yeah, in my personal opinion, most of them are not terribly fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, I had great hopes with the Forschritz coupling trolley, which actually, I really like the modder behind that. They did quite a few good mods that I really do like in FS22, but that, yeah, they never did fix it. It was one of those things, I took it out, it was so awful, but the other mods they've got one of my favourite like little lorries, and I love that by them. I don't know if Grabfelschmied, if I'm saying your name right. But you've done some cracking mods, but the yeah, that trolley was not one of them. Right, okay, let's this is not going terribly fast. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. I think it'd be quicker to go around the fields and do this than it would be to do what we're doing here now. I just don't think. And the other thing is, I really did want to. Yeah, so when you do that, you turn like that, and then you miss all of that at the back, and then you've got to like faff around, lifting, and then like swing out wide again. And what I find is it's the loss of forward momentum and the faffing around that I always think is your biggest loss of any kind of productivity. It's the same as when you're bailing and you've got to go back and you've got to do a second round on the field. Yeah, when you've got to go over and fix, and you like think, I don't really know that this is better. Yeah, I've got a bit there, so that does need doing. So, front cultivator, not a massive fan. It's not. I mean, I'm a bit. No, because I don't think I'm being unfair, because I've had a go of these before. I did exactly as I was talking about in FS22. I always like to think, was it the thing itself? Was it like, is this one better? Always like to give things a try, to sort of like think, well, was I wrong the first time when I like, I've got to be honest, it's done better than the last one. There was a lot of, I always felt that the other one in FS22, this is actually going over the lines better. There were lines everywhere with that one. This is actually matching and covering over. So it's almost like it was perfectly made for this particular. No, then I'm actually completely missing where I wanted to go. Yeah, so if we finish this off, and then I think we'll check what we've got to do. I was going to say, should I be seeing in the rain? But really, I was going to say it would get a bit cloggy after a bit, and I will stop. I'll do the one field. For the realism that after a few minutes of rain it gets cloggy, but for the first few minutes when the soil's still dry, I've got to be honest, it's not too bad. So I'll give myself a bit of a break on that, on this first field, but then we'll speed it up and let it dry a bit, because it's not wow, that's a bit awful. Yeah, the animation's very slow. Yeah, it's a little bit. One thing I've noticed was the snow coming in. I noticed it on Hutan Pantai. It was like so slow. On, you know, the wave that comes, you could almost trace it. It was really painfully slow. No, that's not. Oh, I've still got that down. I thought I'd actually lifted that. Apologies. I'm trying to go backwards with a cultivator. Yeah, what I'm going to find is it's finding the spots that we haven't actually done that's going to be difficult. Because the strange thing is, the one thing I did love about FS19 was the fact that you could tell where you'd done and where you hadn't. it's almost like it was an FS22, a patchwork quilt, where you've got lots of different textures, and they're all valid. I find that quite difficult to see where I've been and where I haven't. Let's have a look. Yeah, the damage, it's not nice, but I'm enjoying the realism of the damage. This didn't look like it needed doing. This looks actually like it had been done. Let's just go. No, that's not what I'm meant to do. Bit of finishing off to do. A couple of little patches up this end. The one thing I am really enjoying is that these seeds seem to be really, they go on almost forever. I've not seen anything yet that's terrible. I don't think I've planted any sugar beet, because sugar beet's the one that usually like absolutely canes the seed. But yeah, so far I've been impressed by everything. Canola was always fairly good. But like, it's super... Oh, I've done it again. Right, I need to be selecting that at the back now. Yeah, I keep forgetting I've got the cultivator. Now that's me and my fault. As I'll say, I do know that some things are like familiarity with the tool. That I understand. You get better with any particular tool the more you use it. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a bit on the right, just there. I think we can see where that is. Just there. About that bit on the... Yeah, and that bit on the side as well. And it's this where I think, could I have done that? Yeah, I've missed a patch there, a tiny bit of cultivating that needs doing. And it's going to be a patchwork quilt. And you like think, ooh, wow, the turning's been changed badly. It's like you've got to relearn how to use the tractors that you've just got used to using, because it's all been changed. I'm not terribly impressed. No. Well, let's have a look. A bit down on that corner, which we can see that's is definitely a bad patch. Yeah, I've got a very bad habit, and that is all me, and that is I keep on, like, calling the worker when I'm lifting. I do it a lot. Which I didn't do in FS22, which is a bit of a strange one. I don't know what the difference is. A little bit. I think that is it. So we're going to leave that now. No more doing any other fields. We should wait. Yeah, not even cultivating. I think that would get really cloggy quite quickly. So what we are going to do is we're going to like save the game right now. Let's just check actually what is cultivated. I think we did the big field up last time. Needs rolling, which we've got now. That one still needs liming. Nothing needs ploughing. Oh, everything's shown as being mulched. Stones, watered. There we go. Stubble tillage. Cultivated. Seed bed. 5 we know is growing. Right, so really, it's, yeah, we do need to do more. We can't do it as it is now, though. Let's just grab the sunflowers and not get sidetracked like I did last time. Yeah, I'm still missing my weights. That there was a 1,000 kilogram, very reasonable 1,000 for 1,000 I think it was a front one, but I think you could use it on the back. It was homemade, almost like a, well, I think it is a bucket. It's a 500 kilogram or 1,000. That was 1,000 for 1,000, which I thought was quite reasonable. Let's have a look. So this definitely is, we saw this. Yeah, so this is yellow, and actually you can, if you look closely, actually see it says sunflowers if you are like not a million miles away and like you zoom in. I did notice it myself, like last time when I was really zoomed in, you can actually just about make out that it says sunflowers. Now this actually is the right one for this, so actually this one can go right to the ground, unlike the stable, which really is not meant for this. So really, I suppose, let's just also let the next one drop. Yeah, I'm usually in such a rush that now this is one thing that FS25 didn't like, and that's for you to put things on top of other things. It did like that chatting, the mod chattering. Should really, oh, I was going to say, it should really pop. I think this should be the last one. We've got then 597. Just try and get a little bit. Yeah, still need a spray. It's weird. I've not seen it. I'm that used on FS25. The hardy pack nearly always dropped. It's not. I've seen very few. Well, then that's probably actually only just about on the. That should be quite a considerable amount. Ooh. Yeah, I think we should try to take any more than 3 at a time. We might actually lose them. I like the rain. I've got to be honest, I've said this already. The ground deformation I like because it's realistic, but it does cause trouble with certain implements, even the headers. The starting harvester, it often hits the ground, which I'm not sure in real life it would. Oh yeah, we put that tree, didn't we? I remember. Yeah, I am wanting to do that, but I would like, yeah, we need to cut the trees for me to do the rice. I've just thought, yeah, I think we'll need to do that probably in another session, but so we've got the rain coming, so can we squeeze through there? We'll probably sell it, I was going to say. Not bad, not an hard economy. Yeah, I think, if I remember rightly, we'd said that we'd got more than enough sunflowers. Let's just check that I am right. Yeah, it's going to take a while to power through that, and we've also got extra, so we don't need to do sunflowers this year. I believe we had got a plan though. I think we're going to do lots of canola because we knew we were running out. So we've got no more canola. So the plan was that we were doing the oats, I believe, everywhere, and then we were going to yeah, so what are we going to do? Speed time up, I think, and we'll get, I think we need the tractor that is down at the shop. We're going to need that as well. I think we're going to need the 2 tractors. Oh, the one I didn't actually start. Leave that down here. You never know. It's probably going to be need to be used. We will repair as we're down here. But I'm not enjoying the repair costs are every bit as horrible as in FS25. Little bit of fuel. May as well get it while we're down here. Yeah, it's definitely been nobbled. The steering is sort of like you're fighting. It felt much more realistic as it was before. This feels really quite strained. Like you're being restrained, constrained. Sort of like you're fighting. Right, so it's not bad. 8,000 we've earned this month. That's not terribly bad. We were well below, so we've gone well above. Oh, the barge timing, fantastic, amazing. Oh, we best crack on. Right, we need to speed up time, I think. Get rid of this rain. I would like to get the fields done. Yeah, wow, that's tough. You've got to completely relearn how to do your tractors. I've just never gone around that corner like that. It's awful. It is one thing, obviously. I mean, all humans, we get tired. Everybody has good and bad days, but when you create content and you're on, that's your, oh my life. You sort of, you wouldn't think it. You do get quite good at like being on because you, right, fantastic. Slow that right down. 10 to 3. Right, so then. Going to drop that cultivator. And I believe yeah, it's just yeah. Fantastic, let's get that going. That's been done. Yeah, that has been. Yeah. And field 2. Let's just visit it. I do love the fact you can visit. That's quite amazing. Yeah, we did do this. I thought we had, because we didn't quite manage to get around all the stones, did we? Can we do the stones still now? Yeah, I've got the stoner on quite a few. The Scorpio. Yeah, quite pleased with it. It always was. It was my favourite in the base game ones. I loved the one that Black Sheep Modding did. That was super duper amazing too. Yeah, I would do the vegetables. It's just that at the minute there's nothing in there. I'm trying to think. Do we cut some woods? Do we chop some logs? I just want to see if you can get these off, because really we've not planted all my life. That was me when I came across. Just want to see if you can like grab this, because there's in FS22 you couldn't do this. You couldn't grab stones off the ground. Oh, you can. Okay, let's set you going. And I'm going to chop some trees down. I'm going to go into a time-lapse though, because we have got an awful lot to do. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I think that is that. I'm only intended on doing that. I'm not sure what we're going to do, whether we're going to drag them off, because if I remember rightly, wood is terrible at this time of year. Let's just check the stones. I would have thought he should have been done by now. Oh no, no, there's a bit in the middle. Fantastic, rolling's being done. I thought, well, let's get that done as well. We've got the roller now. Okay, a 12-meter roller. So that should be, yeah, so we've got a lot of wood. So let's have a look at the price of wood. Does it show you? Does it know when you've got wood on your property? It doesn't, does it? It can't see it. So then, wood. W for wood. What are we looking like? Wood, just wood. Is best price is, oh wow, do you like? But it really doesn't fluctuate by a lot. It's worth a lot nearly all of the time. So it's 950 to 970. So really, it's a good price right now. I'm thinking, one of my favourite mods is to pull it, but well, I don't know where the sawmill is. I don't really think we've got to do that. So would mean if we're going to do this in big sort of sizes, that's going to be worth quite a bit. I don't know, because I did try this chopping the it doesn't particularly like you doing it. It sort of didn't really do a very good job of it. You can do the really bigger ones, but it doesn't, it's not like the old one where you get rid of all the other tree limbs. So I would imagine that giants have done away with the need for you cutting the little bits off that you always used to have to do. Yeah, you can sort of chop these are bigger ones, but like, yeah, the little tiny fronds, they no longer disappear as you chop. Yeah, they just stay there. Like, yeah, they don't care about them anymore. Yeah, and if I do that now, which in FS22, FS19 would have got rid of that, it's not doing it anymore. So I'd really, yeah, I'm not sure it's going to hit me on the head in real life if I did that. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I would imagine these, yeah. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at forestry equipment in FS25. Let's just have a quick look and see if have I cleared everything. Yeah, I have. I've left that big one. I left it on purpose. I thought that can stay there. It's not. It's really. Or can it? I suppose it really is in the way. I hate that because it's a beautiful tree. And we've chopped some real gorgeous trees up. But you can see I am right. There's about exactly the same there as it's going to make that a really quite a large field. We're not, we've got to make the most of what we've got. We may clear a bit of this as well, but not for a field, more for like productions. But we'll see. I don't want to be decimating all of the farm, but I think we are going to have to take that one down, unfortunately. Yeah, so let's just chop it down. Really just go against the grain for chopping buttes like that. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan, but we've got to like crack on with the farm itself. It's the land is so important. If we can chop this down, I love the fact of how low you can go now. This is going to take an absolute age to chop this down. Right, who is blocked by what? I'll just chop this down in however long it takes. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to manage all 4 of the fields this session. Yeah, the workers seem really slow. Really slow. I don't know what it... Oh, my life. It's a big tree. But I do love the fact you can go as low as you... It's... I think the tree husbandry has been improved. I'm not sure about the tree limbs because it's just that we've always been used to doing that. Wow, it's 8.2 metres. I am leaving all the rest, all the other gorgeous ones, the big ones, the ones at the edges and that. It's just, this particular little patch of field, I thought it was just such a waste for us not to have all of the land that we've got. So I'm trying to think, we might actually, how are we going to get them? Is there a tree grapple yet? Let's have a look at the forestry. let's have a look. Harvesters we don't need. We just need wood transport. I think we're really going to have to, like... I don't know if that... We could try a crane. It's a long time since I've tried the cranes. I can't see it being improved, but then I wouldn't have said that the wood would have been improved. I don't think that's going to... You're not going to get much in that. We need to go really proper... That's a nice one. Now that might well serve our purposes. We might have to lease a lorry as well. Well, we will have to, or we get a... Is there any more? Nope, that is it. That is your lot. Or you can have a built-in one, but that's going to cost us a fortune to lease those. No, not that. That. Yeah. 11,000. That's not as bad as I thought, though, but... Let's have a look. Winches are not really what I'm after. More about, have we got actually on the front load of tools anything that's a proper wood grapple, or are we going to really need to go for like something big like that? Or a telehandler, I suppose. We've got... No, we're not borrowing the one from the shop. I'm classing it as not ours. So front load of tools. And then I think I'm going to like... So what have we got? I've not looked because I've not been sort of looking for it yet. Fork with grapple. Manure, silage cutter, bale king. Okay, telehandler tools. A log fork. Oh, they're really not... That's not a nice one. No, it's not. It's the one at a time. It wouldn't get half of the trees that we've actually done. So does that mean we've got to use a big bag lifter? It's a bigger log fork. It's certainly much, much bigger for grabbing the actual tree log itself. So we'd have to... So that's any wheel loader. How much to lease? The JCB. Wow. We're going to make it back. We are. It's no good like thinking... I don't think we can do it with anything... Oh. Wow. So you have to be... It's not an... it's an optional extra now. Okay, so we've got that. So because I'm not really sure about the telehandler one. It's not a very big one. You could use the manure fork. You could. It's not a bad one. In the beginning, the base game, I always found that was much, much better than the actual log fork, because the grab on that is really quite awful. I always found the grip on the top one was not, unless Giants have reworked it. I suppose we could try it, but then if you fail, then you could use that, and you've like it's. I suppose if we lease it, it's not going to cost too much. So I suppose it's cheaper to actually lease a telehandler by an awful lot than it would be. Do we go for my favourite? 7,000. We haven't got any weights, have we? No telehandler weights at the minute. I don't think. I haven't had a proper look really. I've only looked on the fly because I've been busy on all of the... Let's have a quick look. I don't think we will have it. It's not normally something that Giants ever do. Yeah, that's the... Is that it? Wow. Now that's a bit of a considerable... Not bad for a base game one. Yeah, nope. It's not. We've not got one. Nope. I'm not surprised. I did think that would be the case. So, I think telehandler, and we're going to try the wood one. And we were looking for dollies, weren't we? Yeah, I like that. That one there. But we would also need a dolly, I would say. So let's have a look for dollies. I know we've got some. I saw. Okay, I'm sure we've got dollies. They're usually in their own category. I'll have gone straight past it, of course. Trailers, miscellaneous. Nope. Huh. Okay. I'm sure I've seen dollies somewhere. Is it classed as a trailer now? Yeah, because there's a weird, and the barrels is what they're classing as water tankers now, or liquid tankers. So header trailers, special headers, planter spaders, semi trailers. Is it classed as that? Nope. Right, wow. Is it a trailer? It's under trucks themselves, or... Okay, well, I shall have a look off camera, I think, because like, I'm really not expecting you to hang around forever. Oh, you're still... Okay. I don't like the way that they actually stop communicating this fact and just take your money for ages. It's really annoying. I know I should have seen, but it's still really annoying that they'll gladly take off your cash, and you've got to really, really pay attention when you're busy doing other things. So yeah, we'll just do this last run, and then we'll call it a day. I'll get the rest rolled tomorrow. It certainly cost us a lot in wages. Yeah, I noticed the wages were going up in quite a lot per one. I like the rolling. That looks nice. So we'll get the rest, the other field rolled next session, and we'll get the other two fields planted. It's 3:25. It certainly is getting on. Get in the corner. Yeah, although you can see that we could sort of improve this, it narrows and it also goes down quite heavily. So I sort of thought, it really is. Of all of the fields, this probably could be extended a little, but it will be heavily going downhill. I like the way it folds. Very nice. Some more. That's canola. Right, so we need to roll this next time. 2 fields of oats. There is damage on it straight away. That has now finished. Did do quite well. I think, yeah, it was on the last run. It really had done quite well, so I'm quite pleased with that. So we'll get these last 2 fields done next time. We'll get the wood at least start. I was going to push it out the way, but I thought, well, when I saw the price of wood, I thought, well, it's not cool. Let's fold that away. Let's get that done now. Is there a place? There's a train yard not long, far away from us, is there? Goldcrest Valley. Yeah, I'm more looking for the... Grain Barge Terminal 2. yeah, we'll have a look. I'll have a good look off camera before I start the cameras next session. So we didn't do badly with under 50 grand again. But yeah, 2 fields done. All of that wood down. It really is going to take some getting used to this. Yeah, the way that they're steering now, after the way that they really were quite nice. This can actually do this next session. Get this doing that. And we'll get the big stayer on the roller. Wow. Yeah, so that's where we're going to leave it. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.